Okay, welcome to today's lesson. We are looking actually at this question on the board, and it is actually coming from paper 1. So let us look at epigeometry on the other side, because mostly we have been looking at epigeometry in paper 1, now paper 2. Now let us see how they also phrase questions in paper 1. Quickly, let me actually read the question, and thereafter we are going to do the calculations. The diagram shows two towns, A and B, on the equator. Okay, A is on longitude 30° west and B is on longitude X. This is the diagram which they are talking about. Okay, so these are longitude lines. So this side we have 30. Okay, that is where A is. Then B, we have X. Okay, then questions. A, the time at B is 17:05 hours. B here. The time here is 17:05 hours. When it is 14:05 at A. Okay. So here 17:05, this side 14:05. Okay. Find the longitude X. That is the question now. We need to find the longitude X. Okay, having been given the time, so we are going to find the longitude X. Then B, a ship sailed due east from A to B. So the ship was moving from this side along this latitude, which is the equator, the 0°, to east. Okay, at an average speed of 450 knots. Okay, find the time it took the ship to travel from A to B when it was moving at this speed, 450 nautical miles per hour. That's what it means. Okay, so now we are going to start with the first question. How can we find the longitude X? Okay, so first of all here, the first thing that you are supposed to do as a candidate, as a learner, you need first of all to find the difference between these 2 points in time or hours. This is what we are given. Okay, so we need to find the difference between point A and B in time. Then those hours that you are going to get, we need to convert them in degrees. That is the procedure. That is the step you need to take. It is very simple because we are given time. So now, how do we find? Remember, when you are coming from west to east on the earth's surface, you are increasing. Time is increasing. Okay. Then when you are coming from east to west, you are reducing time. That's how it is. So now let us see. Here, the first point B, we had what? 17:05. Then here, 14. So for us to know the difference here, we need to subtract now 17:05 minus 14:05. So A, we are saying 17:05 minus 14:05. Okay, so let us, the answer that we are going to get is our difference now in time between point A and B. So 5 minus 5 is 0. Then 0 minus 0, 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, so we have 3 what? 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours. So 3 hours was the difference in time between point A or town A to town B. Now that we have known the hours, okay, which is between these 2 points, it's very easy now that we can find even the longitude X. Okay, So let us first of all convert this one now in degrees. We need to convert this one now from time to degree. Okay, how do we convert? Remember, 1 hour, I mean, is equivalent to 15 degrees. Okay, now when we have 3 hours, this is direct proportion. 3 hours, we don't know the degrees. So let us cross multiply here. So x times 1, it's x direct. Then 3 times 15, we are going to have 45 degrees. So this 3 hours in degrees is 45. So the difference between point A and B in degrees is 45 degrees. Okay. So now, having known the difference in degrees, we can actually now find, we can even know the what? The longitude what? X. It's very easy now. Okay. So remember, when we are calculating for distance in degrees, I mean the difference in degrees between 2 points, we always depend on the what? The position of those 2 points. So if they are not lying on the same position, it means we have to add. Then when they are on the same position, we subtract. Now here we have the difference already. So now for us to know the degree of this longitude, we need to subtract now 30 minus 45. Because for us to have this 45, we said x plus 30. That is the equation we are going to come up with. X plus 30. Why? Because this longitude is east, this side west. So when finding the difference, we need to add. Okay, so we need to say x plus 30. Let me come up with that equation where I say x plus 30. Okay, is equals to what? Difference. According to the equation that we have, the difference we have already found, which is what? 45. So now here we want to find the value of x. So what are we going to do? So we are going to say x 45. This is positive. When it posts an equal sign, it will become negative. Okay. So there now we are going to have 15. Therefore, the degree of this longitude x is 15 degrees east. For your own information, this is the east side. So you don't have to forget, indicate the what? The direction. Okay. So we are done with the first question. Simple as that. Then we go to the next one. A ship sailed due east from A to B at an average speed of 450 knots. Find the time it took the ship to travel from A to B. The time. We are given the speed. Now, time. Okay. So what are we going to do here for us to find that? First of all, we are going to introduce the formula for speed. Speed, this is the standard formula. Speed is equals to distance over time taken. Okay. So now from there, we are going to look at things that we are given. Okay. So according to the statement that we have here, the speed is already there. So the speed is what? 450. Do we have distance? No. So now for us to know time, we need to calculate for what? For distance between these 2 points, because they are saying AB. Okay? A to B. Okay? How do we calculate? Remember, the moment you just see this, know that this is easy in nautical what? Miles. Okay? So now for us to calculate for distance, first of all, before we proceed, I've just introduced the formula there. But here now, we need to calculate for distance. Then thereafter, that is when we are going to calculate for time. It will be very easy for us because speed is already there. Okay, so we are going to say distance is equals to 60 times. This is not common, so we don't need to waste much time whereby you introduce that formula where you say theta over 360 times what. No, just go direct. Use this one when you are in nautical miles. So 60 times theta. Okay. Remember, theta is the difference between 2 given points. So here, these are the points that we are given according to the equation A to B. So now the difference, we have already calculated for difference. The difference is 45. Okay. So where there is a theta, we are going to put it times 45. What is the answer there now? What is the answer? Here, remember, we don't use calculators in paper 1. Now, guys, me being a teacher, I'm allowed to do so. But for you, please, get used to such calculations. Okay. This is 27,000. Okay. 27,000. 27,000. Okay. That is the answer. When you multiply 60 times 45, the answer is 27,000. So now this 27,000 is the distance. Okay, so it is going to be easy for us now to calculate for time. So let us substitute according to the values that we have. So there, distance we have found 27,000, then the speed we are given 450. So we are going to say speed, we put 450 equals distance 27,000. Okay, then over time, we are calculating for what? For time. Over 1, we cross multiply. Remember the equation? So t times 450, the answer is going to be 450 t equals 1 times 27,000, the answer is going to be 27,000. Then from there, 1 to remain with t there. So both sides. So this will cancel. So time is equals to what? This will go 45 into 2,700. What is the answer? The answer there, I think this one I can answer. 45 into 7. This is 6. Okay, so 6 what? Hours. Therefore, the answer. We have found the answer. Okay, so the ship took 6 hours for it to move from A to B. Thank you so very much for your attention. See you in the next class.